Flames hit a flower shop so many times the owner was forced to shut her doors. It's stories like that has WREG investigators digging deeper into the rampant crime happening in our city. And we're looking also at possible solutions. Our chief investigator Jessica Gertler speaks with business owners affected and shows us how it's motivating one group to sound the alarm elsewhere.
4 miles apart on Summer Avenue sit two businesses, different yet alike.
One time they broke in and they came through this window.
A flower shop and pool hall, both battling a common enemy.
Break into a foyer area through a glass door, then break through another glass door.
Threatening their security, finances, and dreams.
There's a lot of young little girls and young little boys that never dreamed of walking in a flower shop.
That's why Talisa Franklin chose the building on Summer near Baltic.
I thought I was going to fix some of the problems by being a beacon of light.
It worked. Her flower shop flourished until last year.
April 29th is when they stole the cameras and the lighting off the building.
The thieves came back, she says, at least 20 times, swiping the ceiling fans, computers, T-shirts for a Juneteenth festival, her premium ribbons right before Mother's Day, and more.
To correct it, I couldn't correct it. It was too hard to correct it.
Too many claims means insurance dropped her. She says she closed her doors and started moving out around the same time. The owner of a pool hall got a letter in the mail. Tracy Whitney found out the man who broke into his business would finally have his day in court.
Christmas Eve of 2022, my building was vandalized and burglarized.
His security cameras captured it, a bold thief busting a window and stealing the quarter machine.
I was watching News Channel 3 and I seen a story on another business owner who had been broken into the same time I had.
The guy in their security footage looked like the man in his. He told police.
I just assumed that they probably captured him. They knew who he was. 6-8 months later, again, I get a text at 1 o'clock in the morning, my business has been burglarized.
Whitney says the same guy captured on his cameras again, this time causing thousands of dollars in damage. He told police what he knew, helping them make a quick arrest. It
affects my business. It costs me more money, of course, with security guards, things like that. It's a lot of stress. And so a lot of business owners, can't handle that.
The past year, crime has plagued the business community. More than 2,200 reported business burglaries. Restaurants blamed crime for their sudden closure. Mobile phone and gaming stores, jewelry and beauty shops hit again and again. City Gear stores reported 60 break-ins, forcing them to add more cameras and even canines. Delivery trucks targeted too, ransacked even when stuck on the ice. Security now tagging along.
Stop!
All while gas stations remain vigilant after dozens ransacked one in November while toting large guns.
This is a big issue.
John Ganuski is the president of 901 Economics.
Everyone pays the bill, and we pay it in terms of higher police expenditures. We pay it in terms of insurance. We pay it in terms of out-of-pocket losses.
He says crime is eroding the economic and social fabric of the community, and the people who can least afford it suffer the most. The Greater Memphis Chamber says it's paying attention and working behind the scenes.
How do we address this? What is the role of the Chamber?
Chamber President Ted Townsend says crime has become the center of conversation amongst their members.
What I came to was we have the mechanism of convening and carrying these business voices and concerns forward.
He says they formed the Public Safety Accountability Committee, a team that's been meeting with city and county leaders like the district attorney, police chief, and judges.
To ask, what is your plan? What is your strategy? And how can we plug in?
Like helping Memphis police write a memorandum of understanding to make it easier for more businesses to sign up for their camera program. Townsend says he also hand-delivered a letter to the governor and leadership, drafted and signed by 85 business executives, listing demands like a $50 million grant for crime reduction strategies, more money to tackle a backlog of court cases, and a new law making possession of a stolen firearm a felony. He says it's a clear message they aren't giving up on Memphis.
And so if we can advance legislation or the marshaling of more resources here, like we know other cities have done from their states, then that is what the role of the chamber is about.
He hopes it helps the chamber's efforts to land some of the 40 companies eyeing Memphis, representing 20,000 new jobs, which in turn would combat crime.
We think that economic development is prescriptive to the solutions for the precursors of crime, poverty, the lack of education and skills attainment.
Franklin agrees the city has to address the root causes. But until that happens,
There's no way you can win. No way.
and the pool hall owner down the street felt that way too when another letter came in the mail.
Open it up, and it has all of his information. It says that they arrested him, and he pleaded guilty to burglarizing my business and doing over $2,500 in vandalism, and that they gave him time served 1 day.
1 day, even though the man was facing other burglary charges and had a long rap sheet that included more burglaries, forgery, and theft.
Do you think he'll do it again?
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. It's not even a question.
Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, I can tell you we did ask the DA's office about the sentence, but have yet to hear back.